I told you I was going to introduce you to somebody this morning, somebody who I've been praying for since 2007. In August 5th, 2007, 4 Newark teens were shot, execution style, in a playground. Now, 3 of them died of their wounds. They were getting together, all 4 of them were getting together to go away to college the next week. And they got together to, what are we going to do? What's our plans? And they were this close to getting out. And gang members came into the schoolyard and shot them all. But one of the children, Natasha, survived. Her brother was killed. But she had been cut by a machete, her throat cut by a machete, and she was shot in the face by these gang members. At the time when this happened, I was working as an insurance agent, and one of my clients was a policeman up in Newark. And I was talking to him, I said, man, that's a crazy story. How did that happen? And he kind of described it, and he said, look, here's the thing you need to understand. What it takes a mother in this neighborhood to get her kids to that day that they're ready to go away and leave to go to college. The diligence of that mother to keep them off the streets, to keep them off drugs, to keep them out of gangs, to get them to do their homework, to get them in at night, to get them to church on Sunday, every day, that diligence. So I did some research recently because I was thinking about mothers, and I was thinking about her. For 17 years, I've been praying for her. And we had an amazing conversation with Natasha, the survivor. And I asked her, her brother Terence was killed that day, and I asked her, have you been able to forgive them? And she said, it took a long time to forgive them, but I forgave them. And I said, wow, tell me a little something about your brother. And she said, he was annoying. I was like, okay, that's a brother. But she gave me her mother's number. As I said, I want to talk to your mom. And Jen and I had an amazing conversation with her mother, Renee Tucker. She is a hero. It's too much to share about what she went through, but the thing she told me, she said, God, I knew God was preparing me for something. I didn't know what it is, but it was that day. When my daughter was attacked and my son was killed, it was that day. And I said to her, were you able to forgive those men? And she said, Terence, I forgave them immediately. I was like, that is crazy. Why? How? She said, I had to. First of all, God had been preparing me for that day. But she said, I had a child in the morgue. I had a child in ICU, and I had a 3rd one watching me. What was I going to do? So I asked her if she would be willing to speak to us and give a message to the congregation here at Landmark, and she said she would, and Liam and I got to speak to her this week, and we have a message from her and a picture of her and her daughter who survived. Do you have that? Amazing.
To give them back to God.
To give the children back to God?
In the beginning, yes.
In the beginning.
Right, because they don't even do Christian no more. Like when you have Christian service, give your children back to God and then love God more. Understand that they belong to God first. Everything goes to God first.
Okay.
And he's wise and he knows what he's doing. But he also going to take care of that hurt in you. And that hurt going to help you grow. Not change, but grow. To look at things that more spiritual than natural, if that makes sense.
Okay.
How it helped me to grow is that I'm more patient with myself. Because if we put things in perspective, like him being the father and we being the children, you'll understand that he has, he's wise. He knows what he's doing, and you can trust that. And he'll give you more.
Hey, I don't care who a hero is in your life. That's a hero. That's a diligent mother. And her message to you is to give your children to God, and he'll take care of them, to trust him. And then to know that whatever God puts you through, he's molding you into something